Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Totalbiscuit. I'm here to ask and answer one simple question. WTF is altitude. This is WTF Is episode 100, which means I'm going to do something I don't usually do, which is to promote an older game. This is an indie plane combat game. It actually came out 2 years ago now, I believe, and is still awesome. And it happens to be having both a free weekend on Steam and a 50% off sale. So, I'm going to show you what it's all about, because I really enjoy this. This is my account, I think level 24 or something along those lines. I have all the planes unlocked, but not all of the loadouts, as you can see. There are 5 planes available, and there are a number of different perk loadouts that you can unlock as you go through the game, and the content is gated based on level. So you level up, you unlock new planes and new perks and such. Can have a look at some planes if you like. This is the Loopy, very, very fast, very agile, with tracker missiles. Also, these two sets here, double fire and acid bomb. And you've also got access to these perks right here, if you so desire. So, the one that I like to play is the Bomber. And I like to play the Bomber with its fairly standard loadout, the Suppressor Grenade Launcher, which is very, very nice. And it comes with a tail gun as well. I also take heavy armor. I could take rubberized hull, but in this case I'm going to take heavy armor. And I either take a ultra capacitor or a turbocharger. This one I'm going to take a turbocharger. Right, we are done. So let's go. Okay. Current map and setup appears to be one life demolition. So looks like once you're gone in this particular setup. We were on team-based defense. Things are going horribly wrong for Yelwyn right here. In the meantime, I can sort of explain what goes on in this game. So you have your plane and you fly it around. Now, the physics system in this game is kind of interesting. I like it quite a lot. You can gain quite a lot of velocity by sort of aiming your plane downwards. You can stall your plane, and of course, crashing into things makes horrible things happen to you. Not a good idea. Stalling your plane might mean that you get completely destroyed. Okay. So I have 3 weapons here. I've got a tail gun, I have these grenades, and I also have access to special weapons if I get the pickup. I also have an afterburner, which is kind of nice. Maybe a little bit careful right here. I'm going to go to the other side. Let's not stall and crash the plane. That would be good. I'm going to try and deal with these fellows if possible. It's getting a little tense around here. This is 1 life, so once you're dead, you're dead. Not exactly ideal. Wasn't really what I was looking to demonstrate this game on. If I'm... God damn it! You're careful. Don't stall the plane. Well, looks like we won, so that's nice. It would be nice to be on a server that wasn't running this mode. I really don't know why this server's running it, in fact. Aha! Right, yes. Place the demolition charge on the enemy base, and it's 1 life mode, so we'll keep going. There we go. Demolition. Ah! I ran into their team and they were in some kind of fog, and that's me dead. Let's find a server that's not terrible. I don't know why it's on this mode. It's a really annoying mode. My favorite has to be team-based defense, if I'm totally honest. That's a really, really good mode. Main problem being that most of the servers are running Ball, and Ball is a horrible mode in my opinion. It's basically a football game. You score a goal and then it resets and you pick it up. I could show you it, I guess. I'll go and have a look, and I'll show you exactly what it's like. I'm not a big fan of this mode. I don't know why all the servers are running it. It's not a great mode, but hey, we'll go with it. Certainly not one of my personal favorites, anyway. I don't know, perhaps the devs think that this is an easily accessible mode, and they're probably right. Please go away! This game actually takes quite a lot of focus. It's tricky. But it's good that way. It's quite a satisfying game in terms of the actual weapons and the way that the planes are balanced. And they are balanced really, really well. The game in general has a fantastic asymmetrical balancing in terms of the fact that all of the planes just perform differently, but they pretty much work very, very well. I don't know of any core balance problems in this game. In fact, I don't think there are any. None that the community will admit, at any rate. All the planes just work one way or the other, and they all have interesting different playstyles, so... Oh, God. Come on, just die, please die! He's not gonna die, is he? No. So, alright, never mind, we'll grab a couple of health pickups, and we'll be just fine and dandy. Now, you might think the tail gun doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's actually not bad. It's fairly reasonable. That appears to be a bot, so killing this is going to be way less satisfying, but we'll go for it. But yeah, that's the ball mode. Basically, once the score goes, it resets the round, and that is pretty much that. I have a feeling they're going to horribly kill me. I takes the shot, and I don't get it, needless to say. But never mind. We'll try and get on a team-based defense server, which is my personal favorite mode. I mean, there's deathmatch modes, there's all sorts of different modes in this game. And this has actually got quite a lot of community support. It's been around for a long time, and it still has an active community in competitive leagues and things like that, which I think is probably attributed to the fact that it's a very well-balanced game. They're also kind of savvy in terms of the way that they promote it. They have the ability to post to updates to Facebook and things like that, and they also did a tournament, if you can actually believe that, for Team Liquid. So it was the Altitude TL Open, if I recall correctly. They did a good job in promoting it amongst a selection of people that might actually be interested in a game like this. I was actually very disappointed in that tournament because I hoped that we get to see TLO and people like that actually playing Altitude. That would be kind of neat. I'd be fairly happy about that. It is quite a high-skill game. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but I think the cool thing about this game is that it's very easy to pick up initially. It's not a hugely hard game to get into, but it does take quite a bit of practice to play it correctly. And for instance, using this grenade weapon is a bit of a pain. It's a little tricky, but it's neat nonetheless. I like it. It's a fun weapon. That's perhaps the thing that matters the most in this regard. That, and I also like the fact that the bomber can just be an absolute bruiser and do big damage, as well as, needless to say, taking quite a lot of punishment with the heavy armor. It's pretty good. There we go, that's a free kill for me. Run right into the grenades. That guy just doesn't want to die. Took a little bit of a peppering there. Not ideal. Now, if they run into those power-ups, by the way, those little force fields, they will actually just stop moving entirely. It's quite neat. You can make them crash. But it's just... No. Got my angle slightly wrong. It's okay, I'm not dead yet. Yes! Yes! The kills in this game are really satisfying. I don't know what it is. I don't think maybe it's got the fact that you get the satisfying pop on the aircraft as they explode. It does feel good. I'm certainly quite a fan of it in that regard. There's the pass! There's the score! Oh yes, there you go. We'll do one more round of this, and then we'll try and get a team-based defense. Team-based defense is kind of neat. You've got a base with turrets, and you pick up a bomb, and you try and repeatedly drop the bomb on your opponent's base. So let's see if we can get a TBD. One life deathmatch. There's a free-for-all mode right here. That's quite nice. I really don't think that the vast majority of the servers should be on ball, but hey, most of those are newbie-friendly servers, and I think they're designed for that. And you can host your own server. It's not really that hard. Currently 176 servers up. I mean, as you can see, with the free weekend, that's a lot of guys playing this. I still think they should reconfigure some of these servers over to another game mode, but whatever. We'll go with it. Aha, there we go. There's a TBD that I can actually get into. Fantastic. This game, as I said, has about 80 maps that have been developed. There is a map editor and things like that. So that's kind of neat. There's also a bunch of training challenges and challenges you can do in the game in order to earn big experience, so it's a good achievement system that they've got going on there. There you go, that's our base down there. There's the turret, so getting anywhere near it is tricky, but you can blow up the turret eventually, if I recall correctly. Hey, free double kill. Hey, free triple kill. It's not going to let me have a quad kill, is it? Yes, it is. Nice. Well, that is a good way to start the day, isn't it? Oh, God, now I'm going to die. Never mind. Quad kill's always good. You do die really fast in this game, and that's intended. It's cool. I think it gives the game a very tense edge to it, but you respawn, you get right back into the fight immediately for some nice, satisfying dogfighting action. Once you've got the control method down, it's really kind of satisfying, since you can take advantage of the way that the planes actually stall in order to trick your opponents. No, you're not doing that. That would be horrible. Get back here. Oh dear, that's turrets. Not ideal. Currently, our bases are sitting on 100%, which is very nice. I think they lost the turret as well, which is even nicer for us. You can also actually land and repair yourself, if need be, which is kind of neat. There we go. It's okay. I have the bomb, and I'm not afraid to fire it. I'm actually extremely afraid to fire it. It's alright, they're just ignoring me. It's not a problem. Yeah, that could have gone better. Giving it to me was probably a stupid idea. There are faster, more nimble planes. It's my own fault for just hanging around, but hey, it's all good. That's not the enemy. That's the enemy. Kill them all. Or don't. Just die. That works too. I appear to have been EMP'd. Not a fan. Ah! It's a little tense, I have to say. There we go. Fully healed up. Crashing your plane is very easy to do. There we go. Very nice. Game is fun as hell, though. It really is. It's got this mysterious X factor. Every now and again, you find a game that feels just right in the way that it controls, in the way that the game is balanced, in the way that the weapons work, in how cool it is to kill something. And Altitude is that game. There aren't all that many of those games, but Altitude is one of those games, without any question, as far as I'm concerned. And as a direct result, I do love it to bits. There's every now and again I'll just reinstall Altitude and do some damage. This is one of those times. It's a free weekend, that means there's scrubs to farm. I could use some experience to unlock the other stuff. The content is very, very gated. No! I tried to intercept the bomb, and I wasn't able to. Sad. Oh well. Ow. I don't know what that was, but it frickin' hurt. Never mind. Altitude is just a really enjoyable game. It's got a lot of different modes, it's got a lot of different content. Very easy to pick up and play, but certainly difficult to master. But when you start getting those kills, it's really incredibly satisfying to do. That's a difficult thing to achieve. It really, really is. Not a lot of games manage it. And games that don't manage it, well, generally speaking, they're not successful multiplayer experiences. There are plenty of games I think you can think of, multiplayer-wise, that just don't provide that satisfying kill experience. And usually they're bad. And things like Homefront, for instance, that's a... Oh, God, what am I doing? As I was saying before I crashed into everything in the world, yeah, things like Homefront, they don't do a particularly good job of it. To some degree, as well, I'd actually say Brink, as well. Even though I like Brink, and I will continue to defend Brink to the death and believe that most people are just too stupid to enjoy Brink to its fullest, Brink's kills are not that amazing. I think just because targets are so bullet spongy. Things do die really fast in this game, but you usually don't feel like it's BS. Most of the time, in fact, you feel that you've got a fair kill and you see how it happens, and it's skill-based. You can maneuver yourself around. I mean, there is no best plane in this game. Trickery is a good way to get kills. Fooling someone into crashing their plane. It works. Doing a quick maneuver, a loop-the-loop to end up behind your opponent. Dogfighting games are not that popular. Why is that exactly? I just don't know. They need to be more popular than they are. We need more freaking dogfighting games. Seriously, dogfighting games are amazing. I absolutely love arcadey playing games, regardless of whether or not they're 2D or 3D or what. I could not give a damn. This guy is good, very good. I can't shake him. Ah! Ouch. Do I have any complaints about it? Well, it would be nice to have some music. There is a track, one track. This game has one music track, and it's on the menu. It's really good, and I was hoping they'd get more, but they, well, haven't, so... That's unfortunate. I would like to hear more music. I really, really would, because anything along that theme would be brilliant. Unfortunately, I think you're just going to have to put Highway to the Danger Zone on loop in order to play this game effectively. As it stands, it's quite a... I wouldn't say a Spartan oral experience. Actually, yes, I would. That's exactly what it is. It's a very Spartan audio experience. I'm getting acid bombed. I don't like that one bit. This guy is way better than I am. Yes, he is a very high rank. We're not playing on the newbie servers anymore, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Well, I have some kills. It's not too bad. Not as many as I would like, but I have some kills. I think I just ran into a bunch of enemies, yes. Oh god, there's turrets here. Why did I go here? They don't like me. But I am very, very rusty. I haven't played Altitude, I think, in probably 6 months at least, so... Yeah, it's a bit of a shock to the system getting back into it and then realizing, oh yeah, there are some guys that never actually stopped playing. Yeah, and they're probably about to kill me. Yes, most of the time, that's exactly what they're going to do. Well, we started off well with the quadra kill. We might even get the bomb on here, actually, if he's a good shot with it. Our bases are about 2 hits away from dying horribly. I stalled my aircraft. That was not deliberate. I like to say that it was. It was not. Regardless, what else don't I like about it? Well, it is limited to 4:3 or 5:4 aspect ratio, as you can very clearly see on this video. I am running a test mode to make sure that it records in 720p, because that makes the encoding much, much better. Hey, I unlocked something. Cool. I should actually check that out. There we go. I have a double rocket fire loopy. Interesting. I'm half tempted to take a rubberized hull so I don't crash, but no, I think I'll take heavy armor. There we go. Heavy armor, and we'll go with an ultra capacitor. There we go. Let's give this a try. Let's give it a fly, shall we? But yeah, it's 4:3 or 5:4 aspect ratio, and apparently they don't want to change it for balance reasons, so which is actually a fairly reasonable argument. This is still played competitively, so it's like you just don't want to muck it about for no apparent reason. I shall balance teams. I'm going on the winning side. Well, it's not really the winning side. We're pretty much equal. I think we're losing by 1%, but there you go. But I can understand that that would bother some people. What is this thing that I have anyway? I've got some kind of... I have no idea. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, they're green. They're not friendly anymore. I actually have no idea what that now does. Let's have a quick look. Fires 2 missiles at once for high damage, but... yeah, it fires something else, but it's not telling me. Don't really know why that is. I can fire some kind of... I think it's EMP. Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's EMP. Ah! I found their entire team! Where was mine? I think I've almost won this game. Aside from those minor gripes, however, I think that they've done a really good job of keeping a multiplayer indie title alive for several years. I mean, how rare is that? There's so few games that manage to pull that off, and yet they have, which is in itself extremely impressive. Please don't crash the plane! Ah! So, I have to applaud them for that, and I hope that they're able to come out eventually with an Altitude 2. Because, hell, why not? They've done such a good job supporting it and creating a cool competitive environment for people to play in, and the fact that it continues to be so, that is testament to a job well done, I feel. And you can try it for free now, which is even better. That's exactly what you want to do, isn't it? Go and give it a bash. It's available on Steam, I believe, on a free weekend. There was also an unlimited demo if you happen to watch this episode after the end of this weekend. So you can try some stuff out. And it's 50% off. So why not? Why not indeed? Give it a bash. Destroy some noobs, as you should, and crash randomly into the bottom of the level. And you want to know why? Because it's fun. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what Altitude is all about. My name has been Totalbiscuit, and I shall see you next time.